Yes, probably worth more because it's exotic.
So I have the grub shine.
Okay, we should be.
Nobody wants to.
Should be on.
Okay.
Should be good.
Okay.
All right.
So I'm seeing this gnome and Yggdrasil talking, and so I walk over to them. Do I catch any of their conversation?
You catch this bit right here where he looks at you, smiles, and says,
Satsuki of the group.
What?
Wow, I killed it.
So Yggdrasil, Larry says to you again in Gnomish, this one of the group? As Sue walks up.
Yes.
Continuing in common now, because he doesn't speak Gnomish.
Oh.
Well, I can put either all of you in one room, you might be a little on the cramped side, or I could split you into 2 rooms if you would like.
We should split into 2 rooms.
Yes, 2 rooms.
Probably.
Alright.
I continue on in Gnomish though.
He looks at you like, okay, comes back into Gnomish. There's a, let's see, so are there any special requirements that you guys are going to need? Yes, please, as well.
Do you want any?
Sure.
No, I'm not actually the bartender.
You are now.
Go on, Larry!
Yes, do you have a safe at the inn?
Well, there is a safe that I
You mean
keep
it's
things
not
in.
safe on your person?
No, it's not.
You know, I was thinking tonight after we all went to bed.
I assume you're still speaking in Gnomish?
Yes.
Yeah.
I figured.
Do you walk up at this point?
Yeah, sure.
You just walk up, we turn around.
In
No.
common. This is a private conversation and go back into the niche.
Excuse you.
It's like when people are speaking Spanish around you, you have no idea what they're saying.
Gregory,
Except when you do
while
speak
they're all
Spanish,
speaking, is
you
there
know
anything you
what
want to
they're
do?
I'm looking around, seeing if I see anyone interesting.
All right, make a perception check.
It looks like there's
Hey,
lots
we're
of
very interesting.
That's true.
No,
Everywhere we go, they're like,
traveler background.
Total 20.
Not interesting.
You see, there's
I'm popular.
there's a either elvish or
Not
half elvish
I'm just well-liked.
female sitting at this table over in this one corner. And you see that several tables have been pushed aside to make room for like what appears to be a boxing room of the type.
ooh.
And in the middle there, you see this interesting person. He appears to be like a cat man.
Like a tabaxi?
Yes, he is a tabaxi.
Ooh.
And he's actually currently
Nazareth.
shadow boxing in a corner. Being what?
Do I know what a tabaxi is, or have
You
I know
have
what
never
term?
seen one
We need
before.
to have
Okay,
that
I go up to him
community
and
guild
say,
to mix those characters.
Hello, sir.
Next
What,
Saturday.
if you don't mind my asking, what race are you exactly?
Oh well, I'm a tabaxi.
Whoa!
And what are you, lad?
Wait, what'd you say?
And what are you, lad?
Well, I'm wait, what am
I've never heard
I'm a
tabaxi like
satyr.
that before.
Oh, well, good to meet you, my young
For
satyr.
no reason.
So what brings you over here?
I? Well, originally it was just for enjoyment and sightseeing, but it seems I'm in a bit of an adventure now.
Ah, well, adventurers are the best types of people you can be with.
Micah.
By the way, Michaela wants you dead.
Who, me?
Yeah.
What?
Batsy?
It's okay, I don't want you dead.
Thank you.
Because that would involve violence.
Wait, who
I don't
wants?
like violence.
What?
Thank you. I'm just
Somebody
here to
wants
make the
an
tough
elf
call,
dead.
but nobody else will.
Yes! Kill the elf! What elf?
Let's see, I say
I will keep you alive. Unless you try to
This
murder
is Gregory's
everybody.
moment,
I'm not going
please.
to try and murder anybody. I let time do that for me.
I don't know what to say anyway.
Asking him anything else?
Why do you
well, I
smell
would say-
funny?
Yes, I suppose adventurers do tend
Why
to
do you
be
smell like
interesting
cat?
characters.
So tell me, what's your name?
My name is Gregory.
Nice to meet you, Gregory. My name's Brawley McPunchalot.
Hey, Brawley!
Good to meet you.
Woo!
And how long have you been around in these parts?
Oh, well, I've been in these parts for about a year. I was gonna move on, but then this crazy storm happened, and I saw the strangest thing. It had these 10 tentacles, and it rose out from the ocean, and it broke my ship.
Oh, well, yes, as a matter of fact, on our way over here, I was almost split by 1 1/2.
Wow. Now we have some tales we can tell each other. And now let me tell you one thing.
A tall.
My goal in life is to punch the biggest thing. And let me tell you, lad, that's the biggest thing I've ever seen. I'm gonna be him.
I fully support him in this endeavor.
And I'm just gonna keep practicing until I can outbox that beast.
Cheers,
probably.
mate. Cheers.
Probably
What are we
McPunch
cheering
lost.
to?
I'm gonna punch the biggest thing!
Wait,
Aye!
have they heard him by now?
They hear this for sure. Several patrons actually put down their drinks and look
I'm excited.
cautiously at this guy.
I like this man.
Now, Mr. McPunchalot, I know that your goal is punching, and I think
Sir
that punching the biggest thing is a noble goal, but
It was nice.
don't you think that
Lord
that's a
McPunchalot.
bit overkill?
Sir
I mean,
Lord
after all, it has tentacles and lives in the ocean.
Well, the way I see it, it has 10 tentacles, and I have 2 hands. So I need to figure out how I can punch faster than he can hit me with those tentacles.
I suppose that
Become a
seems
monk.
logical.
True story.
Do you say that to him?
No.
Okay.
It's a thing called flurry of blows.
He is a monk.
Oh, I
Oh.
figured.
Um,
Get tentacles yourself.
do you join this conversation? You're still over with,
Yeah, no, I'm still over
okay.
there.
I'm just kind of
Chakal, where are you at
watching
this
at a distance and just.
I'm not sure where I should be at the moment. I'm just sort of like there awkwardly. I think I'm trying to get a drink, honestly, at the bar.
point? Okay.
Or I'm apparently now employed. Somebody thought I'd work there. I
Oh.
think is what happened. I'm now serving everybody else because the
I'm going to ask.
barkeep is talking.
I'm going to ask Larry about a key to our room.
Alright. So he hands you 2 keys and tells you that the rooms are upstairs.
Thank you. I'm going to hand one of the keys to Yggdrasil.
Is it just me, or do these super thick mugs make this way better?
It's not just you. So
Sure, you'll be fine.
How about we take one room and you all take the other?
No!
How
Tessa
about
will
I
be
take
fine.
one room and you all take the other?
No!
How
Halen,
about
Halen.
Stefan's standing there at this point. He's like,
wait.
Nobody
I
asked
could
you,
find-
Stefan.
So wait, hang
I'm
on.
not really part of the group, at least not until after tomorrow.
There would only be. So we even split. It'll be fine.
I agree with you. I'm just
See?
worried about. Well, if Stefan's with, yeah, no, that's a good idea.
It'll be fine.
Girls' night. Girls' night.
Woo!
Yes, girls' night.
What does Tessa do at this point?
Tessa, you want to have a girls' night? with
Yeah,
us.
Tessa,
It'll be
yeah,
fun.
stay with
I'm
us.
going to
Be
explain the sleeping arrangements.
Okay. So you explain it to her, and she nods at you. Do you go up now, or are you sticking around the main tavern for the moment?
I'm going to go up now. It's
Alright.
been a long day and
She gives you a peck on the cheek as you leave.
Aww.
I'm heading up too.
All right. You're up as well. Stefan,
Am I hearing? Did I hear these plans?
no one's told you a thing. You're still talking to Brawley over here.
Good.
Way to
Stefan
go, Dad.
is standing kind of back here.
Got to put the toddler down.
Sees this bit of
probably older than
conversation.
I am. He's fine.
Stefan's there and says, "I'll be up in a moment." And he turns around and he goes to tell Gregory after
Aw.
he's done hearing all of this grand exploring and adventure.
Here you go, my oldest son, keeping an eye on my youngest son.
I just realized Chakal still
I'm
doesn't
your
know what the
oldest
quest
son.
is.
Nope.
So,
Chakal has no idea what we're doing.
I was trying to, but she decided to nope her way out of the conversation.
I don't want to talk to you.
I think
I
people
think
watch
Stefan
this.
and head up to follow them.
Okay. Oh wait, before you go, just one small question.
Hold still.
So, I told you about what my goal.
Satan before.
I've told you what my goal is. Can you tell me what your goal is, lad?
Yes, well, you see,
Goals.
I'm from the Feylands, and my kind, they're not
Just
really.
not gonna spill the beans.
Well, my specialty is tinkering, and from where I'm from, that's not really a common trait. And so, my goal is to prove to my kind how useful it is and how much benefit I can be.
Wait, so we're sitting around having heart-to-hearts now?
He is with
He
He's
is.
I'll
talking
have
to
a heart-to-heart
Brawley.
with anyone.
Oh.
McPunchy man.
Brawley McPunchlot looks down at his hands. Do you think you could find a way that can make me punch harder?
Oh,
Throw the goat at it!
Well, you see, tinkering tends to be more an art of finesse and intricacy rather than brute force, but perhaps I'll think about it, but no guarantees.
Alright, that makes sense. But, I do hope we can cross paths again. You're a really interesting sort.
I agree.
Gregory would say that though. He would just say I agree. I'm not thinking it.
Corbin just said that barbarians are a race.
What about you?
What? Who?
Barbarians are a race, like
No!
all the dwarves.
No! Barbarians are not a race!
Barbarian just means non-Greek. All it
You know,
means.
I'm pretty sure there's a dwarven
We're all
barbarian
barbarians.
version called the Battle Rager. Is that a fighter subclass?
It is barbarian.
Barbarian. Yeah, anyway.
But it's not specifically a race. You can't just
Yeah.
play a barbarian.
Barbarian.
One day,
You
that will
can
happen.
basically do that with plane shift Dominaria, because there's a race of humans called the Keld, and they're basically all barbarians.
Huh.
You can also be a vampire.
Yes,
You can. That's fun.
Anywho's it's
Anyway,
so
I'm going to bed, y'all. I'm
Enough
tired.
Are
I'm
you-
going to meditate for 4 hours and then get up and go back downstairs.
are you giving the idol to Larry to put in the safe?
Oh no,
or are
since
you...
I'm sleeping with the guys, I figure it's safe with me.
Okay, moving on.
Boys night!
We're just gonna have the idol and the holy symbol right next to each other and be like, now kiss.
Blow
Kiss.
in.
Okay, moving along. So
take my spirit, you bloody.
so Gregory, you went upstairs, correct?
Yeah. Wait,
All
so
right.
is there who's
That
in
one
there
up
right
my
now?
nose.
In here currently, there's just Steph who's about to fall up,
This is the
and then there's the 3 girls who are downstairs.
So girls,
But the
should
guys
we,
already went to the
Yes.
should we go to bed?
Are you going upstairs?
No.
Well,
Retire for the evening?
Yeah, well,
Alright.
We could talk about relationships, because
Yeah.
that's what girls talk
Well-
about.
Yeah,
I
we
take
should
out
go
the
upstairs
idol.
and talk about or we should not. Never mind. I don't know. We should just go.
We could go up to our room and sit on our beds with our pillows and go, so, how did you guys get
We'll give you guys a
together?
minute.
How do you make it work?
I'm gonna work on my
Is it hard to be on the road all the time?
spindly thing
Seriously.
Alright.
more, right? Because
It
I'm
doesn't
gonna get to
just-
you guys after the girls step with the room with the girls tonight.
Your wife.
Oh.
We're having a girls' night.
Seriously.
She
We're go-
can't answer you.
Yes, she
Write it
can!
Oh, you're writing it down. Okay, I missed that.
Eventually you're
So
gonna run out.
Yeah.
are you all around a
Well, she
table
can
now, or are you all
understand us.
upstairs?
We went upstairs because
She's
girls
right
sit
there.
on beds.
Set
and talk.
change.
Well, she can only understand most of what you're saying.
It's fine. Yes.
What does pedicure mean?
She understands enough girl talk. We're good.
It'll be
Raised?
fun.
She was raised by monks. She doesn't know.
You
how
know,
to do
she
it.
really only talked to
I
him.
feel like these are like the
That's a
3
good
most
point.
No, except
unlikely
she wouldn't know how to
girls
braid
have
because
this world.
the keeping
It
your
was
hair.
a Cohen temple.
I mean, we didn't sleep in the same buildings, but the temple and then the dorms were in a different area. But
What
would
the
ha-
heck?
you would have to keep your hair out of your.
Cambria.
What'd you say?
No.
What?
Cambria said get drunk.
You know, if my character wasn't the character that she is, that
She's a
would
sailor.
probably
I'm
happen.
okay with getting.
She is a sailor, and she did lose her best friend.
Not tonight. Not tonight. No, what?
Oh. Actually, yes. Get your call drunk. That'd be fun. Anyway, Ben.
I don't have money
continue.
for that right now.
You do. Drinks are cheap.
I don't want to right now.
I'm not. We have free.
I don't
Lord.
want to right now. You're not gonna peer pressure me into getting drunk.
Life lessons from D&D.
I said no.
All right, moving along.
Oh, dude, there's cocaine in the chat.
You know how it slowly gets less G as we keep going throughout this session.
I am very aware. All right, so
Just for the record, it's root beer in our mugs. I want to be very clear.
I don't know what's in your mug, but
Hey, I don't want to worship a god. It's really fun. All the kids are doing it.
I
So-
want to hit you with my turn
so
up
we're
watch.
You were
Girl-
not here.
girls.
Girls' night.
Chill out.
What?
Hi,
Hi.
Ben. Do you want us to just talk, or are you going to try and narrate
do you-
something?
are you guys just going to talk, or are
They're
you going to talk
apparently
about?
they're apparently trying to grill my wife.
We're not grilling her. We're just
talking.
We've had I've had a failed relationship,
Oh, I'm sorry.
Tessa,
You've had a failed relationship. She is a failed relationship.
Hey!
Is
You're
my wife?
not here!
Is my wife gonna be your therapist?
yes, because she's a very nice person.
I mean, that is that is in her character.
So she writes down on a piece of paper, which is
She
a pencil
would
she has.
totally do that.
She writes down what happened and passes you that note.
Fine. I guess I'll talk about it.
She hurriedly writes down, "You don't have to if you don't want to."
I should probably talk about it at some point. It's been mentioned before. So, I was married at one point. This is the ring, and I don't know why I still have this, but this guy, and he was great up until the day that he burned down my house and killed the rest of my family. So that was great. Remember the red sails that we saw in those pirates? Yeah, he's kind of like their leader and stuff.
Oh, that's awkward.
So that kind of explains some things. I'm trying to like Stefan, but it's difficult to end.
Yeah.
I don't like talking about it since it happened very, very recently.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
So that was my failed relationship.
That's tough.
Tell someone.
It's tough.
It's not fun to talk about, and you're not there.
I knew the pirates were personal.
See, he understood, more or less.
Wow, that's sad.
I'm the smartest person in our party, of course I know.
Basically,
Have
now.
you seen Stefan's stats? Well, neither have I, because I haven't rolled them yet.
Yeah, that's.
So, is that when you took up sailing? I mean, clearly you must have been a sailor before that.
No. My family has a merchant business, and my ex basically destroyed our entire business and ruined our reputation, so I'm trying to rebuild that on my own.
Wow, okay, so this, wow, so do you think this adventure will help you do that?
Well, it was going great when I had a ship. Now I'm not so sure.
Which reminds me, not to distract from this, but what are we doing on this adventure? Because I kind of missed all of that. I pull out my wolf pups and start making them into a really cool looking cape.
All right.
I will quickly
roll-
explain what we're doing.
Roll a d20.
Dexterity.
And you can explain it really, really fast. 'cause-
Sure, add your dexterity modifier.
Oh dear.
She needed it.
Really?
6.
Okay.
You have a blanket.
You take the pelt and you just begin cutting it into whatever parts you need to stitch together to make it form more as a cloak than just a flat
Is Tessa
wolf
good
skin.
at this? Can she help me and take pity on me? Apparently I'm doing this badly. And I'd like to
Would
bond
she
with her.
be good at sewing stuff? She's more of
She's a Skyrim wife.
clerk.
Of course she is.
Yes, she would be able to. She would be able to sew.
Well, this is what, dexterity?
Yes.
Well, she rolled a 17, so
Okay.
Wow.
so she sees you about to make a cut with scissors. She goes. She like holds it up to your shoulders, looks at it, gives you a look. She begins working on
Please
it.
help.
So
I don't do this.
basically, we're not supposed to really tell anybody kind of what we're doing, but basically, the place where we were staying,
Yeah. This sounds cool.
they have this magic book thing,
Cool.
and it got stolen. But it kind of tells the future. Wow. The bottom half just got blown up underneath of us. And we kind of are.
Yeah.
I wasn't really paying attention when he was talking.
So we're looking for
We
a
were.
magic book.
You're not here.
I'm smart.
What?
We're
and
looking
you
for a
care.
magic book to help out the cleric dude.
That's our job.
You have the intelligence.
Yeah, and we also had to find the person who stole it, who also might know that we're coming.
Keeping a pirate with us.
Because the book can like tell the future.
Kind of, yeah. Something like that.
that.
It's a very special book. They were talking, and there were
Okay.
shiny things in the room.
It's Glinda's
Cool.
book, except for you can write
I
in
know,
it.
yeah.
Anyway, that's what we're doing. But we're not supposed to be talking about it.
Okay, cool.
Tessa's sitting here,
It's ink.
very awkward at the moment. She writes down, was I supposed to know about that?
You're fine.
I'm
Tessa.
assuming that since it's kind of hard for you to communicate with people, it really doesn't matter if you know or not, but it's probably best that you do know since you're with us.
Isn't she there though?
No, she was above.
Yeah.
She wasn't.
She
didn't go
packed
down
her
with us.
rooms up.
Yeah.
I make a decision
like
at
when
this
we were-
moment to learn primordial so I can talk to Tessa.
All right. Doesn't it take like 200 days to learn language?
Something like that.
Cool.
It takes a very long time.
You.
200 days.
I could
How
be
many
dead
months is
by then.
that?
It's gonna be a while. It's gonna be several months.
How
But
many
I
months?
don't. But that's being completely
It's
fluent,
roughly
right?
What?
So during
Tessa's-
that time, I could progressively learn and talk to her more.
Right.
Ah!
I was just about to ask.
It is 6.66 months.
Yes.
Okay.
You have time!
I don't think I do actually.
Oh.
Shut up. You guys don't know anything yet. So,
I'm gonna talk to her in the morning.
I mean, you can talk to her right now. She's sitting there.
So, Tessa, about you and Halen, how do you guys how do you guys survive on the road together? I don't.
She writes down mostly we're in the protection of our church, and we're generally in cities and areas.
So you're like missionaries.
Yes.
Cities and areas. We're generally in areas.
We're generally
Generally,
in an area. Cool.
Occasionally we go into volumes. Mostly we're in areas.
She's in
Anyway.
missionaries.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay, that's really neat. So like,
Mostly
is just the two of you? Have you ever talked about like maybe what happens if you want to start a family or something?
Please tell us more.
She starts smiling a bit,
Oh.
and she puts her hand
Oh. Yes.
and
So can we ask? Like, when are you due?
she shrugs at that, but she makes a few gestures and does
13.
almost.
13 years. No, I'm kidding.
She writes down, because apparently you're too dumb to grasp this,
She's a barbarian.
10 weeks.
10 weeks. Oh, okay.
Oh,
Cool. Okay. Well, you just let us know if there's anything we can do for you.
We'll keep it on.
Which is yeah. Well, yeah. I'm assuming like you don't really want to tell everybody yet. No. Okay. Yeah. We won't talk about it.
We'll just
talk about it. Yeah.
No, neither of you are going to name my child.
Both of you make perception checks.
13.
13.
During this conversation,
Girls like women.
she's shifted in wherever you guys are sitting. She's shifting a little closer to Sue as she's been talking.
Oh.
Is that it?
That's all you notice.
Okay.
I give her a hug.
Okay. She gives you a hug as well.
Hugs are nice. Yay. I made a friend.
Anything else you guys do? Or is
The
that-
chat is screaming for people to find out my backstory, so good luck with that.
Hannah's over
I'm
here like,
trying.
I don't
9
even
people
know.
watching.
Yes, we do.
I'm trying.
So is that all you guys do?
I asked Jakal if she wants a drink.
A little 5
Not Tessa, because,
Right.
Jakal,
Yeah.
would you like one really quick drink before we go to bed? I'm kind of feeling it.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. I go back down to the bar and, get a couple, not anything big, just
Okay.
lots of
You bring them back up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wine sounds nice, actually.
So as you
that's
ask
so nice.
Larry for some wine, and he's cleaning up. He's about ready to turn in himself. But yeah, we do have some wine. We don't have anything too expensive,
No,
readily
it's
available
fine.
for. Look, my friends didn't pay for that much, but I got a few bottles.
That's fine.
All right.
Whatever
So
works,
he gives
just
you a
give me
bottle of
something.
relatively
He's a-
cheap
he's a
wine.
nice bartender.
I thanked him in no mission. Go back
A little
upstairs.
5, you can
Alright.
do that?
Here you go.
Actually,
Oh,
I might be
thank
able to
you.
do that earlier.
Cheers.
We go to bed now.
So you go back up.
You take one drink and go to bed.
Yeah. Do you both just take like one small drink?
Okay.
I finished this thing.
That's when I get third level
Make a
spells.
Constitution.
It's not that big.
Why don't I get
Besides,
third
we're
level
just going to
spells?
bed.
I can cast Phantom
Constitution.
Why don't I get third level spells?
17.
You're fine.
Level
See?
9.
Yeah.
Told you. Sailor.
No, if you roll a 1 though, that's why. Do you take a drink? Do you
Just
take
the
whole
chance
bottle?
of a crit fail.
I can learn tongues.
Somewhere between a drink and the whole bottle, but not anywhere close to the whole bottle.
Roll a Constitution check.
Um, 6.
You finish off the bottle,
Okay.
and with your barbarian dexterity and your elvish nature, it doesn't really affect you, but you are quite tired, and you
Probably go
sack
9-9.
right out. You have no dreams. You're just out.
What happened?
Sorry.
She spelled my name wrong.
She did.
She threw a Y in.
Guys,
Sorry.
Yo.
Yes.
so you guys are
You
asleep.
spelled the
Guys,
owl
so
out.
during
Boys.
that, so boys, during all that happening,
One,
you are all
one
up in.
consonant. It's like Halo with an N. Halen.
Boys.
Yo.
So it's you are all in your room right now. What do you want to do?
I'm working more on my spoolie thing.
Is it the that? Which device is this? Remind me.
For the infinite spool device thing.
All right, so something that can like unravel for a while, or what are you trying to accomplish?
Make,
Yeah,
make a little
it,
piano.
like-
Make a little piano.
Make a music box.
That too.
Make a music box that is a piano, and then you open up the thing, and that's when it plays. Yes. And the keys actually.
Well,
work.
I was working. I hadn't finished something that like unspools it and like
And then put a
cuts
bird
it
on
at certain lengths when I
Okay,
want to.
roll your tinker check, which currently is just your intelligence and your proficiency modifier.
Wait, so intelligence and proficiency?
Yes.
Okay, 13.
Okay. You seem to whenever you have your little thing try to cut it, it doesn't actually. It's not able to cut the cable or the little string there. You start to get the sense that you have to manually cut it yourself, as part of the magically unbreakable nature of this thread. And that's about as much progress as you're able to make in this night. And you do understand that if you want to make more things besides what you have, you're going to have to find more new materials to work with. Anything else you want to do?
Nope.
Okay. You go to sleep.
Go to sleep.
You just go to sleep?
Yep.
Alright. Stefan sees everyone going to sleep, and he walks up to there's a small closet, and he starts grabbing the door frame, and he starts doing chin-ups on the door frame.
Wait, who does?
Stefan.
Oh.
Stephanie's trained.
And
He's gonna get better soon when he
Stefan's
takes
a kiss up, man.
and as
I'm
he's
sorry, what?
Yes.
starting to try, it's not really strong at the moment as he just starts starts going at it. Do you chuckle at him?
Yeah.
Okay. He shoots a glare over his shoulder, goes back at it again, and this time he starts really. He starts really cranking these out.
He's probably stronger than you are.
No, I have no doubt he's strong.
It doesn't take much to look at the two of them and realize who is stronger.
It's just I'm smarter and more graceful.
The horse is stronger.
Hey, I haven't rolled a stat yet. We don't know.
He's a bandit. Yeah, I'm not going to bed until he's asleep.
Okay.
Is there there should be like you can learn a language, can you like increase your strength over time?
Mm-hmm.
You can with training, yes.
Oh, I also wanted to learn Primordial. Because
Yeah.
he did that, and I was like, yeah, it's a great idea.
I'm gonna take out my deck of cards and start playing around with them.
Do you try and do card tricks?
Not really tricks, more of trying to cheat.
Make some sleight of hand checks.
Card cheats.
Or maybe
2.
deception?
How to cheats. At
That's an
cards.
actual 20.
All right.
Why don't you guys want to learn Celestial?
You almost surprised yourself with the first
You learn
when
Primordial
you first
and
try to slip a
Celestial.
card out your sleeve.
I forgot which
Okay.
language was which.
That's
and I
gonna
just
that's gonna be
picked one.
confusing.
That's
I don't know.
19.
All right. You're starting to get the hang of this idea of palming cards and slipping them out of your sleeve. You would have to
We
find,
can retcon it later, Kelsey.
make sure that you're using the same deck of cards as your opponent is playing with, and you know you have the idea that you're going to learn a bit more. But as far as the actual physical aspect of switching out cards, you're starting to get the hang of that.
Excellent.
I'll start making us some money.
Yeah.
Hey, Stefan.
Not from him. I don't think he actually has any money
Not
on him.
the
So
Party,
Stefan
no,
spends
he
about
doesn't.
5 minutes doing pull-ups, and then he goes down, starts down on the ground, and he starts doing sit-ups. And he's doing about like a normal speed you expect people to do.
He's my buff child.
Pull out the idol.
My buff child.
Okay, want to do anything with it?
Eat it.
No,
You know, Gregory could flavor it so it tastes nice.
he's asleep. I don't want to disturb him. No. I'm just gonna start talking to him.
Okay.
Good thing
Do
you're
I
not
hear
there.
voices
Hello?
again?
Hello? Can you hear me? Hello? Hello?
As you pull this out and begin talking at it,
Hello, Grump.
Stefan gives you a look.
Nice to meet you.
Doesn't say anything, he just gives you a look. And he turns around and starts doing push-ups.
You're not allowed to judge me. You're about to join a cult too.
If that's what you want to call it. He starts pumping out. You're slightly, not distracted, but you hear he's doing clap push-ups. Down.
I think you missed a couple in there.
He's a good buff boy.
Can he fail one of those?
He hasn't yet.
But could he?
He's getting tired, he just goes back to regular push-ups.
Oh, I need to take nose
This is
damage.
what we're up against.
He went from a 19 to a 10, so.
Oh, okay, fine, whatever.
And 10 being average is he's just doing
I
average
know.
push-ups.
No, Grumps, I'm not exactly the faithful sort. I'm much more of a do things myself kind of guy, but I'm always on the lookout for anything of improving my arsenal, so if you're actually hearing this, that would be wonderful.
No. Don't you dare.
So you're counter-praying?
Don't you dare. Crap. Ben's whispering to him. Crap. He's got a multi-class warlock.
Do it! Do it!
Watch it. That's
Do
not
it!
bad enough.
Wait, what is he right now?
He's a wizard.
Right.
You hear
He's
a
a
voice. Not from the aisle, but in the back of your head. Just whisper. What can you give me?
I hate it when you do your
Yes! Yes!
What can I give you?
A
More of a
birthday
question of
present.
what do you want?
cowboy.
Want strength.
Oh, well, I can't give you that. Unless you're talking about intellectual or magical strength, in which case I am there for you in spades.
My people are weak on this island.
Yes, I noticed that.
Really fast.
Make them stronger or eradicate them. Either way,
Or
will make my
He said
people
eradicate them.
Make them stronger or eradicate them.
Yeah, so either make them better or kill
Sounds
them.
good to me.
Pick one. You know what he's gonna pick,
Will
right?
be in touch. Chakal,
Yeah.
you go from having a dreamless sleep to having some familiar nightmares.
Elves everywhere!
Congratulations, you're done.
You see,
Start making death saving throws.
you see,
It's raining elves!
Oh!
Hallelujah!
you see your elvish home from long ago,
The North Pole.
and you see them standing around and walking around,
Keep us peace.
and they're
Hang
giving
on,
you.
they're revealing. He's revealing my backstory.
Oh,
so
sorry.
I wanted to
And
actually hear that.
You just see them giving you these looks of disgust that you're not fully an elf, and you hear their whispers behind your back, and you always feel that there's some eyes on you, judging you somehow. It flashes forward a few years when you're in the arena, and now there's hundreds of eyes upon you, but they're cheering, and you feel this beating in your heart as you begin to recognize the anger you've carried with you for years. And then you realize in that moment, just earlier this morning, when right after Stefan went through and bisected that orc, but the orc doesn't go down the stream, it just looks at you and points. Elf. And then
I wake up.
You wake up.
Roll for how loudly I panic.
I was
No.
just about to roll perception.
I
Even
just
though
think
I'm
I just
asleep.
sit up and I'm just sitting there holding my knees, just like.
Okay.
Or I jump, and then I jump up and start throwing my armor on.
Whoa!
Okay. Are you doing this quietly, or are you just throwing things on?
I'm being somewhat quiet.
Roll sleight of hand, I guess, to be quiet.
Or stealth.
I guess it'd be stealth.
16.
Roll stealth.
17.
17.
Okay. Pretty quietly, you were able to throw your armor on and
Yeah.
get everything ready.
Yeah, and then I'm just sort of sitting on my bed, fully armored. And
Okay.
just like.
All right. You do that. Do you want to roll to see if you notice this while asleep?
Yeah. What am I gonna roll for that?
Roll perception. You more or less went to sleep not too long ago, so I won't give you like a disadvantage on anything.
Oh, okay. 16.
What was your stealth?
My stealth?
What was your roll? Was it 17?
17.
You rolled 16?
Yeah, she beats it.
You hear some noise, but you just assume it's tossing and turning. You're pretty calm.
Whatever.
The glass of wine did its work, and you're quite relaxed.
I'm gonna consider going downstairs.
You make a
Or
perception check.
slaughtering the guys.
Make a perception check.
I wasn't part of that. I'm just talking to the orc god. We're making deals.
What's
I got
perception?
deals.
Perception.
Okay, 18.
Okay, you hear there are still some people awake downstairs. So presumably the bar is still open.
Mm-hmm.
Presumably the bar is very low.
I'm gonna go downstairs and sit in the corner and watch people.
All right.
A la Aragorn, just creepy watching people.
All right.
In a corner.
Not me. Don't take me. I'm just gonna sleep.
So do you want to sit in this particular corner right there?
Yeah, I'm just there.
All right. So you see Wesley down there. Larry is about to leave the bar at the moment. He's talking to one of the customers who seems to be a regular at the area. You see this cat man is still in the corner, shadow boxing. There is an elf or half elvish young woman who's sitting in the corner, actually at a table, which is the most corner table there is. And she sees you and she gives you a smile and a nod of recognition of familiarity. And there's another woman at the one right next to the staircase,
Okay.
opposite of where you just entered.
Wait, the other lady, she's half elf or she's human?
The other woman appears to be human.
Okay. Cool. I'm gonna wander over to what's his name?
Larry. Okay.
And ask if
Larry.
if there's anything I can do to help out.
Theobald.
He looks around and says, "Well,
Whoa!
I suppose if there's anyone who's
Theobald?
not leaving on any travels or business, I could use some help around the tavern. I could pay you per day for whoever's staying behind."
Wonderful. I don't know how long I'm going to be here, but I might be sticking around.
Okay. Well, I don't have anything for you to do tonight, but I mean, there's a Cassie over there. He points at the elvish or half elvish woman in the corner, and she always has a story to tell. She just got back from an adventure. Poor thing broke her arm. And over in the corner there, if you like action, Brawley's always up for a good tussle.
Cool. I make a mental note to avoid Brawley.
Brawley sees you and waves.
I kind of wave back at the same time, pretending I don't really see him.
Don't worry about him. He's completely friendly.
Cool.
You know, he just likes to have a good scrape every once in a while. You know, keeps things lively around here. Sometimes he'll put down a hat and fight for a bit of coin, split it with whoever he's fighting with.
Interesting. Sounds kind of fun. Okay. I go back to my table and bid Larry goodnight.
All right. So what table are you going to? There's the corner table with Cassie, the half elf. There's this table over here near the stairs with the human woman, and then there's an actual corner table, which is actually a booth.
Booth.
All right. Do you order anything? Do you just sit there?
Just sort of chill there.
All right.
I might order something later if I get bored.
Okay.
I might fall asleep. I don't know.
A few minutes later, and Larry goes apparently to bed.
Mm-hmm.
And after he goes, Cassie walks up to you.
Yep.
Well, hi.
Hi.
Trouble sleeping?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know what that's like. Well, I mean, I shouldn't really, but you know, elves don't really sleep.
Mm-hmm.
But recently, you know, I've just been having these weird.
Dreams?
Yeah, it's not uncommon for elves that go through visions throughout various stages of their life, but mine have become odd in a way.
What kind of odd?
It's like I'm missing something. Like there's some part of me that's supposed to be there that I just can't find. So I've been looking around for it.
Like, what? Like,
She has no heart.
the non-elf part of you? Like,
No, I'm a full elf, but
oh.
you see,
The DM was misleading.
you see, the way elf souls work, you're familiar with that, right?
Totally. I just, you know, it's like the thing and stuff.
Roll a deception check.
I mean, if she said what she actually just said,
No.
it shouldn't have
17.
been-
Wait,
Deception.
19.
She is distracted enough that she believes that you're just tired. And like, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
souls and things, or that's just stuff.
So normally in my phase of life, I should be seeing my past lives, you know? And
Okay.
I haven't been seeing that.
You have past lives?
She gives you a curious look. You do know how elf souls work, right?
Totally!
Make a deception check with disadvantage.
I already said I know how souls work.
She's not paying attention to you.
19 again.
19 again? With disadvantage?
Yeah.
Yeah, she rolled 17 and 18.
Wow, okay. Okay, she's like,
Yeah, souls, we got them.
okay, well, it's just,
We here. We got souls. And we got them.
so, it just,
Get your souls here. Get your souls here.
in my earlier lives, I started seeing that, and there was a lot of adventuresome people, and
Mm-hmm.
and then, you know, I thought that maybe I was growing up and my visions would change, but they didn't change. They just stopped.
Weird.
And I'm just thinking maybe something's missing. Well, if you find anything in our travels, you know, that seemed to be a little off, just let me know. I don't know what I'm looking for, but I'll know when I find it.
Would you be interested in destroying a strange little tiki god thing that's super creepy?
She gives you a look. Perhaps? Where is it?
Upstairs. It's really weird and I want it gone.
Is that why you're down here?
Sort of. Maybe.
Well,
I hope that if I keep smiling after everything, she'll believe what I say.
Is this little thing in your possession right now?
No, it belongs to somebody that was in my party.
What?
Your party?
Well, I don't know if I can help with anything like that. Maybe you should get him to talk to a cleric or something.
Maybe you should talk about it instead of, I don't know, freaking out and trying to get your friends to steal it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Stop inciting violence, you barbarian.
Gosh.
Sorry.
I'm a civilized elf. Thank you
I
very
don't
much.
know that he'd be interested in talking to a cleric. He's kind of...
I love talking to
He'd be
clerics. They're
interested in
so
selling
long.
it to the cleric.
Well, if you find anything like that, keep me informed. Maybe something like that's what I'm looking for.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sure he'd be interested in talking to you. He likes to talk to people. You'd get along. He's also an elf.
She gives you a somewhat pitying smile at realizing your limits of conversation. And
Great, now she thinks I'm stupid.
Wow.
she reaches out her left hand as if for a handshake or some kind of embrace.
Hi.
So she grabs her hand and gives you a quick shake. Well, if you ever need anything, my name's Cassie, and I'm usually around.
Nice to meet you.
And she walks off with a bit of a limp, and her right arm is in a sling.
She needs healing.
The reason for that is because whenever I print out this figurine, the
Her arm
right
falls
arm
off.
falls off. And earlier today, I had the right arm right here, and it fell off. So that's why she has a broken arm right now.
Not the adventure.
Not the, yeah.
Her arms fell off.
Yeah, her arm, the adventurer's arm is broken. So, she goes upstairs to her room, presumably. Currently, it's just the tabaxi and the human woman sitting there.
Okay, I'm just sort of sitting here dozing off. Kind of.
Sleep.
All right.
Also just sitting here staring into nothingness.
Do you just
Wondering about souls.
fall asleep just right there?
Kind of.
All right.
4 hours I'll be down.
It did not.
All right. So the night passes by. Idris, you are the first to get up. Is there anything you want to do?
Yes, I'm going to go downstairs.
All right. You go downstairs.
I come up. I awake
asleep.
enough from my dozing.
You're asleep.
I wasn't asleep. I was dozing.
You're very
asleep.
asleep.
You were like,
You've been sleeped.
You've been sleeping for like 4 or 5 hours.
Far.
Far.
You've been sleeping like 4 hours.
far too long.
Far too
Okay, at what point can I wake up to see that he's there and then run back upstairs or leave? I'm not really sure.
Or die.
We're all
Make a
sleeping.
perception check with disadvantage. Because you're kind of asleep right now.
You're asleep.
She's asleep.
That is a 2.
You're snoring. Idris, is there anything you want to do? You're currently just downstairs.
I guess I'll go over and talk to
The tabaxi's also asleep right now.
what's actually the human one still
The
up?
human one's still there.
I'll go up and talk to her.
You should put the idol on top of Chuckle's head.
Or right in front of her face where she's sleeping and just like.
I may not be nice, but I'm not cruel.
We would
So
not get it back.
you see the woman sitting there, and she appears to
I
be
did arm myself before I came
about 30
downstairs.
years old, and she has
She's a young pup.
and she's quite muscular, and she has a bit of a frozen smile on her face, like this is her business face, as she sees you walk up.
So do you just not sleep, or do you just live here?
I'm one of the people who works at this establishment, and I make sure everything is nice and clear during the night. Occasionally we get a few bums or maybe drunks who just, sleep here throughout the night, but as long as they don't cause trouble, I don't do anything.
Well, seeing as how we're both going to be up for a while, do you mind having some company?
Guess so. Do you just sit there?
Yeah, I just sit down.
Okay. She says nothing.
Ah.
My name is Idris. What's yours?
My name's Susan.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, Susan.
Mm-hmm. So we're gonna talk about anything, or are you just gonna keep doing the small talk
I'm
all night?
trying to make conversation.
Okay.
Just give me something.
I like swords.
Well, that's nice. I'm on the lookout for a rapier at the moment. Trying to earn a bit of coin before I can
Well,
purchase one.
if you start heading towards the docks, street to the right, you'll find a blacksmith by the name of Vol. He'll fix you right up.
Thank you. I just need to get my hands on a bit of gold.
Dock workers haven't been hiring much lately due to the storms, but you might see if there's anything that needs doing around there. Check with the guards, see if there's anything interesting posted. Or run around the wilds for all I care. There's gotta be something out there. Just don't come back crying here if you get hurt.
Oh, I don't cry.
Let's get jumped off
Good
with
to
your
know.
lawnmower. Don't you come running to me.
Would there happen to be any sort of arena or pit fighting ring?
That there is. Head back down the main street, down south. Again, facing to your right, you'll find Orktown. Beyond Orktown, you're gonna find a big arena. Used to be the original capital of Tyrion Town, before it got overrun by orcs. And that's where you'll find the arena.
Ominous laughter. At least now we'll have income.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
don't
how
you
much
worry.
Friday are we gonna go tonight?
We're pretty much.
I would like
mean,
to cast ceremony.
Are we gonna wake up? And
if
then
you're done,
go in?
you can
What?
head out because there's only the casting ceremony plotline thing.
I'm going to cast ceremony.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I'm
we have
going
to
to
do
have to call Kiss the Idol in her sleep.
I will
You do
wake
that?
up and
No.
smack you so hard.
No. No, why would I do that? It's my friend now. Friend's a strong word.
Anything else you want to do? You just chat throughout.
We're just going to chat.
Okay, so the two of you chat for a few hours. She's generally guarded and not overly endearing or welcoming, but not necessarily.
Oh, so she's just like me.
In some ways, yes. But she mostly just sits there, and you notice over the course of conversation, very early on, there's a great sword she has on the back of her chair, and she slides it very early in the conversation within arm's reach, but doesn't make any threatening moves. She just has it there. You get the sense that she's the bouncer of this area.
I'm just gonna start. While we're talking, I'm just flipping my lucky coin.
Okay. Okay, she doesn't notice anything besides, you're flipping the coin.
Let's see what we got.
Yeah.
Elves on the field.
Anything else?
Bugger.
Is that it?
Pretty much. If she's not going to be very talkative, then I'll just embellish her with tales of my exploits in the arena so that I've been in.
Okay. Make a... I don't know, are you trying to persuade her that you're amazing, or are you just talking?
I'm not trying to persuade her I'm amazing. That's obvious.
Do you want to mime out any of your storytelling?
He rolled an 18 for his amazingness score.
What's your performance plus?
My performance plus is a +3.
What's your persuasion plus?
Oh, it's a +1.
I'm gonna average it out to a +2, and she's actually quite interested in your tales of your days in the arena, and she's you get the sense that she's a bit of a fighter herself, and she does love a good scuffle. She does tell you, interrupt you at one point, says, now before you get disappointed when you check out the arena, in our most recent leadership, about 15 years back, there's been a rule where it's strictly, for the most part, a no-killing arena. Now you can.
That's fine. Most arenas that I've been in, once you get down to the final blow, the crowd gets to decide whether they live or die.
Well, a few too many family members decided it's an easy way to make money, and it was eventually the crowd decided it wasn't going to do that anymore.
Well, humans are fickle like that. They'll change their mind in a few hundred years.
you all know that. Gregory, anything you want to do?
Gregory.
He's asleep.
What am I?
When you wake up.
Gregory. Nothing in particular.
Okay. So you hang around and you find some breakfast and
I'd
stuff.
like to roll another perception to either wake up or hear that he's talking, wake up, and freak out.
Sure, roll perception.
14.
Okay. It's now about you had about 7 hours of sleep, so you wake up a bit earlier than the rest. But you do see he is way over at this table over here talking to the human who's seemingly interested in his tales, and you do hear from across the area his tales of his days in the arena.
Okay. I desperately wish I had anything else to do or listen to, or a way to leave quietly.
You can make a stealth check.
17 to stealth.
You make a perception check.
I'm terrible at these. So I'm probably not going to notice, nor do I care. 5.
You're very into telling your story. You're actually
course
telling
I
this time where you're actually fighting. You're fighting 3 lions at once, and then a 4th lion joined it right as you killed that first one. And then, meanwhile, she just
I decided to just leave and go wander
goes
outside.
behind you and goes outside.
It's gonna
All
take a little morning stroll. Yeah, that's good.
Yes, I put this idol underneath my friend's pillow last night.
So
I did
Sue,
actually hear that. I'm
anything you want to do
running
in the
back
morning?
upstairs.
I was going to go down to the docks.
Okay. I'm going to say that's going to be its own
Yeah.
thing later on. That just leaves. All right,
You're on.
Halon.
This is Stefan awake?
He is now. You hauled him out of bed and you're going down.
He is.
All right, Stefan.
He is
It's
currently
time to
very
go to
asleep.
church.
Very about how early is it?
Sun's risen.
Sunrise mass.
And it's just turned morning. So
Okay, I'm going to gently wake him up.
he wakes up very quickly. Is it time?
It's time, friend.
All right. He sits up. He pulls out the halberd which he had under the bed, and stands up. All right, let's go.
Let's go.
Fireworks from the football game.
Yay.
All right. So
Is this Stefan?
Kill him.
currently, that is at the current model.
Eat him.
So
Atlanta gyms.
did you just steal the model for Stefan?
No.
Joke's on you, we'll just make a new one.
What you really want to steal is the model for Jason.
No.
You sure about that?
I don't know. What'd you roll?
Natural 1.
Yeah. I'm
All
very
right.
sure.
So do you start making your way towards the temple, or do you want to get anything to eat first, or?
Nope, just go.
Going to say hello.
We will
Not even a good
we will.
morning.
I'll say good morning to everybody who's. Those are my party I passed, and we're gonna grab a quick bite to eat and then head out.
All right. So so Larry does inform you that your friends covered you for 2 meals a day, just so you know.
Sounds fair.
So don't
Now-
come back for lunch.
So like I don't want to force anything on you guys, but if you are gonna be here for one of those meals, you are gonna have to pay for it. Just want to let you know.
That's fine.
All right. All right. So you have a nice breakfast, bacon, eggs, all sorts of good
Breakfast
stuff
of
with that. Yeah, some toast on the side as well.
This
And
is why you're not racist, so you can enjoy meals like
Yes.
and you start heading out towards the temple.
Yes.
Do you remember where it is?
Yes.
Okay, so
Do you?
Yeah. Yes.
Are you sure about that?
so you start
I
heading.
always know where a temple of ours is.
All right,
Do
so
you
you
want somebody
start
who actually remembers things?
heading down, and as you end up at the temple, and you find
temple looks just like a tavern.
just pretend that this is the temple and not the duck.
The duck?
The duck?
The duck.
The duck.
The
The
duck.
duck.
The sitting duck. Where is? There we go. And the two of you enter in the door.
Is there just one cleric in front of us?
You do see there is one cleric in front of you, and there are others milling about
Okay.
and doing their morning duties.
But this is the one you can talk to.
Yes.
I mean, you can talk to anyone. He's just the one standing right there in front
The
of the
one
altar.
with a little bubble above his head.
Exclamation point.
Oh, the next quest step is here.
Hail, brother. I come with glad tidings.
Yes?
Converted another sucker.
My friend here, he wishes to begin training as a paladin, and we're wondering if he could receive training here.
That he can. We do have some resources available to us. We don't have as much as we would like now with what is being shut off from the rest of the world at the moment. But if this is what you want, he's looking directly at Stefan. Then we can make this arrangement for you.
Oh man,
Stefan.
Stefan is going to be like a gym membership. You just can't quit.
I'm ready.
If you don't mind, brother, I would like to perform the dedication ceremony.
All right.
And with that, I am going to cast ceremony.
All right. So you stand.
I spend.
Stefan's right there in the middle, and he's joined by
Wait, so what type of ceremony?
several other monks and clerics,
Hold your breath.
and they all stand in a circle around him, and they all hold their holy symbols aloft.
I spend 1 hour and my 25 gold pieces worth of powdered silver, and I dedicate Stefan into service for Yesu.
All right.
For an hour.
For 1 hour. After that,
As he's standing there, you can almost see moments of his life flashing before his eyes as he starts getting more and more resolved. He's looking back through and he's seeing the day he left the family farm, the very first unfortunate sailing adventure he ever went on, his service to the pirates, every moment he hated, being bullied and pushed down, always trying to be the smallest guy in the group or the biggest guy in the group, whatever was easier at the time. And you see that there's this look of determination in his eye, that he has something in mind that he wants to do as a paladin.
let's break that oath.
Kill people.
So that the hour passes by, and there's a gentle glow in the room from the dawning sun through the stained glass window that's currently behind you guys, and it's actually centered right into the room, right to where you guys are. And as it goes over right over you, and as the ceremony completes, you see one of the roots in the tree in the stained glass window almost seems to glow and shoot off a bit more.
That's so cool.
Welcome home, brother.
It's good to have a home. And he stands up fully straight for the first time, and you see that there's this beaming confidence in him that he didn't have before.
Does that mean we can leave him now?
And that's where we're going to leave it off for this session.
I did it!
Yeah, you cast ceremony!
I finally cast ceremony.
Now I have to actually build Stefan's character, alright.
And now I only have one spell slot left. Oops.
It'll be fine.
Hope
All
no one
right.
needs healing later.
Well, you took a long rest, didn't you?
This
You
is
only have
after
2
the-
spell slots?
this
I
is
only have
after
2
the-
spell slots. This is
Oh.
after the long rest.
Well, good for you. Yay, alright.
Yay!
He immediately
Are we
goes back
doing
into
outro
that.
then?
I guess so. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'm Ben Anderson.
I'm Kelton De La Cruz.
Hannah Anderson?
Micah Morrow.
Grady Crosley.
Sam Tyler.
Bye-bye.
Arrivederci.
It's been surreal.
Yeah.
Adios.
Stuff.
Adios.